welcome back. Thanks for tuning in and watching the Cypress Sports Show, brought to you by Coach's Corner, your go-to spot for the Super Bowl. Make sure you go there, get some pizza, get some grub before that game. I'm Jeff Russell here with Mark Slevcove. Today we're going to talk with girls soccer players Rylee Schneider and Alexis Schober. And of course, we'll check in with the masterful mind of Mr. 5'4" in his segment, Would You Rather? Coach Slevcove, finishing up the winter season, going to start CIF next week. Man, we've had a pretty good run here going into it.
Yeah, Winter League season sure comes fast and goes quickly, doesn't it? Yeah. It's a fast 5 weeks as we finish up Empire League play. Boys basketball, 20-5 overall, 8-0 in league, is the number 6 team in Orange County. And they made an appearance for, I think, the first time in the LA Times Southland's top 25 at number 25. So that's a nice accomplishment. And they enter this week, the final week of the league season. Tuesday night was the game to be at. We're recording on Tuesday, so we don't know the results of tonight's game. But it was, I'm sure, an epic game as we take on Crean Lutheran in the battle for an outright league title. By the time we see this, we'll know who won the big game before they finish up the league season on Thursday at Pacifica. Girls basketball swept the 3 games in the Empire League last week to run their record to 6-2 in league, alone in second place before finishing the league season this week with Crean Lutheran and Pacifica. We have clinched a CIF spot, so the girls are guaranteed to play next week in the playoffs. Good luck, Coach Rivera and the girls, and congrats for making the playoffs. Boys soccer had a tough 3-game stretch last week, going 0-2-1 in Empire League play, but they continue to battle under Coach Anton, and they need a sweep this week and get a little help to get into the top 3 of league to automatically qualify for the playoffs. Girls soccer are 4 points behind Pacifica entering the final week of league play with the tough schedule playing Crean Lutheran and Pacifica. The girls will need to sweep and get a little help from Kennedy if they're going to have a shot at the league title. Otherwise, the girls have clinched a playoff spot as well. Girls water polo has clinched the 5th league title in a row, beating Crean Lutheran last week. The girls have won 21 league games in a row with 1 left on Wednesday versus Tustin. Congrats to the girls, along with Coach Julia, Coach Garrett, and Coach V. Boys wrestling competed in the CIF duels last Saturday, but they bowed out in the first round. All is good, though, as nobody was injured as they head into Empire League finals this week and then CIF individuals next week. In cheer, they performed in the CIF SoCal Regional last Saturday and finished 7th, less than 1 point behind the 3rd place team in a tight competition. So no title for our cheer team this year, but our song team is state champs after competing and winning the Cheer Pros 2024 state championship competition. Congratulations, ladies, and Coach Sierra, job well done.
Yeah, for sure. And Thursday, when you guys see this, that's the big game, right? Pacifica coming to Cypress for the soccer game.
I hope it's a big game. I hope it means everything.
It's going to be a big game either way. Those two battling. So get out to the field, and check out that game under the lights the other week. We talked about that, how fun that was. Let's get as many people out to that game, rally around the team as they move on. And Coach Anton, too, with the boys, really making some really good strides. Hopefully they can finish that out and get into the playoffs next week. That would be a tremendous accomplishment for them, getting back into the playoffs. And then I see a lot of good things as he's kind of moving it around. So, all right. Well, hey, it is time to check in with Mr. Pfeiffer in our Subs and Groves segment. Would you rather? I'm sure we got a great topic. What do we got, Mr. Pfeiffer?
It's the season Super Bowl coming up, right? And the Oscars, right?
Yes.
What's your favorite Super Bowl memory?
Favorites? You got one?
No, not off the top of my head.
I mean, I'm a Raider fan, so my favorite memory is the last time they won, which...
It's been a minute.
It's been a little
1983, I think.
Yeah.
It's been a little bit. Well, at least they'll be
while.
playing in their stadium this year, right?
I think that's the first Super Bowl I remember. I remember John Riggins and the Redskins and
Going down.
Plunkett and the Raiders that year.
Marcus
I remember
Allen.
that one. Yeah, Marcus
Big
Allen.
run.
Big run, Marcus Allen. Yeah.
Man.
I'm going way back.
Good
I remember when the Rams when there were Anaheim Rams, Los Angeles Rams, right? And they were playing against, of course, the dominant Pittsburgh Steelers, right? They both made it to the Super Bowl. Young quarterback, Vince Ferragamo, Canadian dude, right? Going against Terry Bradshaw and his monster offense. And do you remember that game?
Yeah, I do. And I remember like half times of games. I remember this specifically. People celebrate early, right? I remember being at a Super Bowl party at a friends of ours, Nancy, and it was the Falcons and the Patriots, and she brought out a Falcons cake.
Oh, she jinxed him.
A little bit early.
Nancy, what are you doing?
Good moments. Oscars, right? What's your favorite Oscar moment? Do you have, besides the slap?
Didn't
right?
Taylor Swift just get nominated for an Oscar?
No, Golden Globe, I think. No?
I don't know. We'll have to check with Mr. Delgado. I thought he said Oscar.
No, she was in the Golden Globes. I don't know if her movie. I think her movie was snubbed for.
She's not that popular. It's not that good, right?
Yeah,
to be
right,
Oscar worthy. Yeah.
She's good for football
Super
ratings,
Bowl.
right?
She is.
Anyway, our Would You Rather today was: would you rather win a Super Bowl or would you rather win an Oscar? Right? Some of the interesting feedbacks. It's amazing when you ask them what's your favorite movie line when they said Oscar. Zero, like nothing. They couldn't remember one movie line, right? One famous movie line.
From an Oscar-winning movie or just any
movie line.
Really?
Any movie line, right?
Any movie.
Yeah, I don't know.
You
Whatever.
like apples?
But yeah, you like apples?
How do you like them apples? Here's Mr. Pfeiffer's segment.
Cypress High School, Coach Green, basketball. Here we are, varsity water polo. Miss Dillard, Miss Montgomery, Mendoza goalie, varsity soccer. Angel Martinez, varsity soccer too. Check it out, Ariston, Tainoa. Questions, dig this, Feldy, Cypress High School, our #1 fan, right? Would you rather win a Super Bowl, right? Or win an Oscar?
You're asking me that question?
Yes, I'm
Oh, Super Bowl.
win an Oscar.
Low key? I'd rather win the Super Bowl.
Oh, Super Bowl.
Oscar.
Why?
Because then when you win an Oscar, you're guaranteed work for the rest of your life. Super Bowl, you win a Super Bowl, you're pretty much.
But you got that ring. Life.
I would make an Oscar ring or something.
I'd have to go Super Bowl. Being a former athlete myself, I feel like that competitor in me would want me to compete with the best of the best as far as my sporting aspect compared to acting. I mean, that's not really been my niche, so I gotta go with the Super Bowl.
Oh, Super Bowl.
I'm gonna go with the Oscar too, though.
I'd rather win the Super Bowl.
Oh, Super Bowl.
Would rather win an Oscar.
Oscar for what role?
Eating food. Yeah, football.
Yeah, you
Super
wanna
Bowl.
win the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I think I'd love it more as a coach.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, Super Bowl.
Favorite movie line? One line. Favorite movie line.
Sometimes you just gotta say what the.
That's a movie quote? Your mother watches this.
Tom Cruise was in it. You old teachers know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
May
no
the force
movie
be with
quote.
you.
Oh, may the force be with you.
All right. Hey, thanks, Mr. Pfeiffer. Always getting after it. We enjoy your segment so very much, don't we?
Of course.
I mean, we get to see a segment like all the time.
Yeah.
You guys only see it for that little brief moment. We see Mr. Pfeiffer's segment literally for hours upon hours.
Oh, just the process of him trying to go through it and think about what the question's going to be.
Yeah.
How is he going to ask it? He forgets what he asked.
There's always something, but we love you and we love the segment, so thank you for that. Hey, today we're excited to welcome girls soccer players Rylee Schneider and Alexis Schober to the program. Thanks for being here.
Of course.
All right, well, you guys have watched the show, maybe a little bit.
Yes.
Okay, good. So you're pros at what's going on here. Both juniors in our program, so not a first year, been here a couple years, right? Chance to get kind of, infused into the program, know what's going on. So in your time in the program up to now as juniors, who has had the most influence on you as you've come up in the program?
Alex Torres. I know you guys have talked to her before, but last year we got really close, and she kind of took me under her wing, and we got really close, like I said. And then And she really guided me throughout the season, and she like drive me everywhere. We spent a lot of time together, and I really appreciate for like everything she did for me, because now I want to go and like provide that for another younger classmen so they can have what I had, and that, you know, closure and someone you could always hang out with.
I would say Kaylee works, which you also talked to with Alex. I just think she was like someone I could look up to on the field, and like she was always there for me, like on the field and off the field. And there was never a moment where I couldn't feel like I couldn't go up and just talk to her. So I think that was very nice.
So you guys now, after hearing from them, and you kind of mentioned, Alexis, feeling like you want to do that for the next group, right? Be kind of the leader. So what kind of a thing would you maybe look to help somebody with? Knowing maybe a struggle you had, you could help them with.
I honestly think like just trying to get close with them, like on a personal level, not just on a soccer level, and just like offering to do things with them and making them feel included with like upperclassmen.
Like you want to get to know the person as like a person, not just like you said on the field, because then you guys can like actually be friends, and they will have someone who they can talk to and feel comfortable with, because they're just coming into the program and they don't really know anybody. So like I was really nervous, so I don't want them to be nervous and feel that way. So I really enjoyed it.
That's right. Being included, feeling important is something that you guys felt, and now you want to pass that on. That's great. Coach Chrissy and Coach Nicole have been our coaches for a long time now. Do you guys know how long? How many years?
15, 16 years.
Right? Like your whole lives
since
almost.
2009.
Right. Okay,
Oh my gosh.
Dang, yeah. You know the history.
Well
Because I
done.
practiced that. I listen.
Oh my gosh.
Right? Almost your whole lives. And they've been great coaches, and they were great players when they were in high school. How have they been instrumental in your growth as a soccer player and person?
Well, Nicole and Chrissy are actually like my club and high school coaches, so I get them all year. And I think they have really taught me how to be more vocal on the field, and actually taught me how to be responsible, like going on day-to-day life, and just making priorities throughout time, kind of, in a way. I don't know.
Yeah. So she's only my high school coach. I'm not on the same club team as her. So getting to know them was really, it's like a new, different perspective, and I like that because they get to teach you how like they were taught, and you get to learn new ways, like different from a club coach. So I really enjoyed getting to see what they have to say about how I play, so I can really take that criticism and like become a better player overall.
So it's nice kind of having some club kids on the team, but also some that aren't a part of their club, right? So they coach club, but maybe some players aren't a part of the club. Pretty easy to get in, right? Like it's not like they go, "Hey, you're not in the club," right?
No.
Like, you're right in there, and they make you feel welcome, and they're helping you, right? So it's always a good thing. Well, Alexis, we hear you got like kind of the personality of the team, yes? Maybe.
Yes.
Would you say she's like the funniest or one of the funny persons on the team? I guess.
Thank you.
Maybe a little bit talkative, funny, loud. Maybe I hear sometimes something like that. So I recently had a game at Tustin. There was a little lightning break. Okay, you recall?
Yeah, I do recall.
You should apparently. You kept the mood pretty light and led the team in some fun games.
Yes.
In the classroom or something. What led to that? How'd that all go down?
Well, the thunder struck, and then we had to go in the classroom, and nobody grabbed their phones, which was a good thing. So we couldn't just go on our phones. And then we were all just in like our own groups. And then I was just thinking, like, we were playing a game, like this little game, and then we were like, maybe we should expand it to everybody so we can all enjoy it and bond even more. So then we did that.
Yeah. Team
fun.
appropriate game?
Yes.
Of course. Okay, just making sure. All right.
Rylee, you are starting center defender, one of our captains, and one of the things Coach Nicole pointed out, and certainly that's noticeable when we watch our games, is when that dang ball goes out of bounds towards the goal line, you come running all the way down the field, and you get the ball because you're throwing that thing in, and you chuck it all the way across the field in front of the goal. I don't think we've ever had a girl that can throw it that far. Where did this come from? It's better than our corner kick plays. Does it go back to your Little League days, baseball, coach?
It might be.
Might go
It might go
that?
back to baseball or softball. But honestly, it could go back to my family because honestly, my entire family all have long throw-ins for some reason. It's really weird. But
Gosh, it's like a cannon.
and so
Your dad didn't play soccer. Kelly didn't play soccer.
Neither
No.
did my mom or anything. So.
But your cousins and such.
So I think it's genetic.
Have you ever tried the flip one?
No, I want to.
Yeah.
I'll learn it for next year though.
Okay.
So what's when you are making the throw in and it's a long throw in, where are you trying to place it? What's the goal?
Jazzy's head.
Jazzy's head. If anything further, but we try and aim for Jazzy so she could flick it to get it even further back.
Okay, so
Or
we're trying to
backwards.
go up high to Jazzy all the time.
Yes.
Are you doing anything in the off season to work your shoulders, your triceps?
Just be in the gym.
Nate Dogg's got you in there.
Yeah,
Working. Well, recently you guys played a game under the lights at Pacifica.
Yeah.
Good crowd. We heard from some former players that they didn't really like it because it's kind of cold. And
Well, even one of her mentors.
that's true. It was one of your mentors.
Saw her there. Gave her a big hug.
Yeah. So how different is that for you guys to play under the lights as opposed to during the day? And do you guys like that game better, like the late games better than the day games?
I like
I think the
late
energy
games
is better, like the atmosphere. Everybody's like more into it. I feel like right after school we're all kind of like, ugh. And then we get there and it's like late and it's like dark and it's like everybody's screaming. I really like it. I think it's super fun.
I love night games. It just seems more like not professional, but professional and more like important than just a day game. Because day games seem like scrimmages.
Yeah,
So-
I can see that the spotlight's more on a
very
night game.
intense.
Yeah, for sure. Are you guys a little excited about the field being completed here and maybe playing some night games next
I
year?
hope so.
Yeah, I think that'll be awesome to see you guys out there.
Yeah, should be ready to go. All right, last one here. There's always some team members that who are unsung heroes. Who are those people who are the unsung heroes? Do the little things that maybe nobody notices out there on our team. Who are those people in this group?
I would say one of them that actually, like, she gets noticed, but not enough is Jazzy. Like, she is out there just doing as much as she possibly can, and she actually is a big impact to the team. And I think without her, like, we'd be in shambles.
Yeah, she's so good.
Yeah. I also think Tori, one of my other center backs, I think she helps out a lot because after last year we lost our entire back line, and I think she really stepped up to the plate and she has really helped in the back line.
Right. Certainly, defenders are always the unsung heroes because they
Yeah.
don't score the goals. Their job is to not let the other team score. That doesn't show up in the stat sheet. You only get noticed if maybe something happens and they do score. So that makes a lot of sense.
Same?
Yeah, what else? I'm trying to think.
It's for you. She doesn't have to think for you. You can do it. You can do it.
Someone on the team. Well, obviously Addie. She plays a big role in the team. She's the captain. She has to, when we're all messing around, and she really steps up and takes it all seriously, which I think we should appreciate more because without her, it would be a little crazy and chaotic. So I really think she kind of holds it together.
Very nice. Well, Arvo, we've come to the point of the show to do some fast action questions. You've watched it before. You have no idea what's coming. Answer whatever comes to your mind. You guys ready?
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. You're both going to answer. Here we go. Which professional club would you dream of playing for?
Mine's not like a club, but like for a country. If I was Brazilian, I'd play for the Brazil team.
Okay.
Or Mexico, obviously. I'm Mexican, but that's cool.
If we're talking like club, the first team that I can even think of is like Angel City. Like, I watched some of their games and they're like such a great team to watch, and I find it so entertaining. So.
It's a whole different deal, right? It's totally different than what we have here. Pre-game superstition.
I have the same hairstyle every single game, and I warm up with the same person every game. And this goes for both of us. We're at the same passing line every
We have to
game.
do the same passing line every single game. Yeah.
Is that superstition or routine?
I feel like both, because I think it's like built in to become a routine, but at the start it was a
No, you don't want to break
superstition.
it.
Yeah.
Same?
I don't really have any. I just kind of go about my day and just do it all.
Just whatever.
Yeah.
Most memorable goal you have scored at Cypress?
I would say this year, the one against Tustin, it was the first goal of the season, and it was off Rosa's cross, and I headed it in. So that was fun.
I think Rylee kicked it and it bounced, and then I headed it in, and that was really exciting. I think it was one of the beginning games of the season too.
Fullerton, I want to say.
Yeah.
Very cool. Best athlete in the Brito family?
I have to say Bob Brito. He has his name out on the baseball field, but next would be me. So.
Yeah, I like it.
Sitting right next to me.
There
Yeah.
you go. Do you call it a pitch or do you call it a field?
Field.
Field. USA.
Yeah.
Turf or grass?
Not our grass. Probably.
If you
I'd
had
say turf.
nice grass
grass?
or turf?
Like
Or,
grass.
yeah.
It'd have to be perfect grass.
Yeah.
I take perfect grass, but anything less than perfect, I'd take turf.
Turf. Toughest soccer move that you've mastered?
I'd say just like juggling and doing like an around the world. Like just I did it once and then I've never been able to do it again. So I'm just like living up to it.
Probably like a rainbow, like you kick it over your head. I haven't tried in the game yet, but hopefully.
That'd be nice. Best life lesson soccer has taught you?
I would say to not give up, because I know it's like very generic, but you can really apply that to your life. And I feel like soccer, you go through like the ups and downs in like within like 90 minutes. So if you just like keep going, keep pushing, you can really get like a good outcome, and you always have a chance of winning. So I'd say that.
I would say, oh my god, seriously, just in my head. I would say, oh my god, it's seriously. I agree with the not giving up, but I think also being dedicated to something, because you really have to be dedicated to things to actually like want to do them. And I think if soccer didn't give me the dedication to the sport or dedication to other things like school or just like family, I really wouldn't be doing anything. I'd be very unproductive. So I think that's good.
Good.
One talent outside of soccer that people would be surprised that you have?
I can solve a Rubik's Cube.
How quick?
Not that quick, but it can be done.
It can be done.
Under a minute.
I was gonna say
wow.
under a
Yeah,
minute.
that's-
We should get Fletch on, bring her back, and have a little Rubik's Cube
Of
challenge.
course. I have to practice though.
Okay.
What would you say?
It's just formula, right? Just
Yeah.
formula.
I would say, like, it's not really like a talent, but it's just like I'm able to pop my shoulder.
That's gross.
Like in and out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some all those throwing.
Doesn't
I
hurt.
know it
I know.
might
Maybe
be.
that's why she throws it so far. 'Cause you can do
And it
that.
pops out of place. You have to put it back in after the thrower.
It doesn't even pop out of place. I think it's double jointed, but
All right. Well, hey.
Good talent.
Something we didn't know. All right. Well, hey, thanks again to girls soccer players Rylee Schneider, Alexis Schober for being here. Thanks to our sponsors, Subs and Grubs and Coaches Corner. Make sure you get out there to those businesses and support them. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you all next week.